Outrage over images of National Guard troops at the Capitol sleeping in a garage in near freezing cold temperatures. Those Guard members are now back inside the Capitol, but it has taken a long time to get answers on how this all happened. And it's been a lot of finger pointing. Dagen, in fact, you know, there's in the back and forth now, even though both sides, Republican and Democrat, praise the troops and say this was outrageous, there's questions about the fact that the Trump Pentagon wasn't working with the Biden administration on how the troops were supposed to be
Trump's
used. So
fault.
the question is now how long, because this is just what Sandra was raising, how long should the troops stay? We just heard that some 7,000 may stay until March. Apparently March 4th is a big day for the extremists. What do you say?
It's a big day.
Yeah, bring Trump into it. That's actually part of what's at play, my opinion. You're going to keep 7,000 troops there until for another, couple of months maybe, because this is turned into some sort of Pelosian theater of panic, trying to send a message that, oh, we need all these troops here because of the evil Trump and his minions who might come back and attack the Capitol again. Essentially, let's not use our National Guard troops as props.
Look, I'm with Sandra on this. I don't think the National Guard minds a parking lot to hang out in. It beats going to Syria, okay, given the other options, and they've probably been in worse things. But the outrage reflex in the media is missing, because if this had happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, there would have been somebody else in charge that you could completely demonize over this. I'm not going to demonize Biden because I'm not going to play their game, but it's hard to be a Democrat, because I'm trying to keep up with how you feel about law enforcement and the military now. I mean, remember, they hated the National Guard and refused to let them protect citizens in cities during riots and arson. You couldn't do that. But if it was a politician whose life might be in danger, oh boy, we've got to send them all in. So how is it that the politicians' lives are more important and more valuable than the citizens? Maybe they are, and maybe I'm wrong. I know that, obviously for the president. But I mean, we didn't protect our citizens. Billions of dollars of damages in cities all over the country. So I don't know. I think this is disgusting, the way they were treated, and they were treated like a prop. The politicians and the media only use the military when it helps them, not when it helps us.
You didn't need 25,000 National Guard in the first place, Juan. I mean, with that kind of army, you could invade Quebec. No disrespect to Quebec, but I mean, talk about overkill. I mean, Juan, this is like hiring bouncers for a baby shower. It was totally unnecessary. Like, the DOD even said there was no direct threat. It's COVID. There was no crowd. There was no Airbnb. That was canceled. The hotel's canceled. There's fences around the entire Capitol. You say they don't work, but there's fencing. I mean, it was not necessary, and that's what you're seeing as the result. It's Friday. Why are they still even there? Think about it. Donald Trump wanted to have a military parade in Washington, and they called him a dictator. But Joe Biden's keeping thousands of National Guard troops until March, and that's supposed to be okay? Because what? What's March 4th? That's some extremist holiday? I've never even heard of that. It's March Madness. Are they getting fired up about March Madness? Juan, you said that there was going to be armed Trump rioters surrounding every single Capitol, all 50 of them, on inauguration. You know who showed up? Antifa. That was it. That was the only people that rioted was Antifa. Yeah. If they had had MAGA hats on, maybe. But honestly, it does fall under the Secretary of the Army, who does work for the President of the United States, Joe Biden. They own this. They were taking pictures with politicians. An hour later, they're sleeping on a freezing cold pavement in a parking garage. If this has happened under the last president, national scandal, and now it's chalked up to a miscommunication. I guess that's how it works.